Well, I'm here on Valentine's night with my date. I guess we're kind of sad people tonight. Sitting online on Zoom talking about wrestling on Valentine's Day. But no, I'm excited to talk to you. I haven't seen you for a while. How's everything going?
It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good.
Now, last time we talked, you were at Iowa Western, and we won't get into any of the details on that, but you changed over to Iowa Central. How has that change been for you?
Honestly, it's like I when I describe this to like other people too, I say it's like night and day. Like it's Molly Sex, one of my closest friends, so talking to her was definitely like a huge influence here. And I was like, I don't know, like is it a good idea, a bad idea? And I came here and it was just it's just been nothing but positives. Like I love it here.
That's awesome. So I saw a video just yesterday, I believe I saw this video, and you were beaten, a two-time national champion pretty badly, David Carr. What was it like to have David on campus, and how much fun was it to get to just wrestle around with him?
It was funny because he came in on Thursday, and I saw him in the parking lot. Like I was grabbing my shoes and I was about to head into the school, and like he saw me in my car, and I was like, okay, well I can't walk in at the same time as David Carr, so I was like, all right. So like I walk in and we're all putting our shoes on. David's not in there yet, and David walks in and he kind of just stands there for a second. Like I think he was like expecting like a standing ovation or something, and we all were just like continue tying our shoes.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's definitely not his first time there either because he was with the boys a couple weeks ago. But it was funny. Like he was like, "Dang, tough crowd," and then we get into like technique and stuff, and he's just going around. And I was with this girl Gigi. She was my partner, and like at one point we were a little off topic, and we were talking about like when you're like kind of on your knee and you're like scooting towards people and
Uh-huh.
whatever. And he comes over and he like starts mocking us, and we just have a laugh. Like he's a funny guy. He's a good guy.
Good. Good. And so that little sparring we got to see the ankle pick. What was that? Was that kind of fun? How long did you get to wrestle around with him?
Well, we all did like it was kind of just like a takedown thing. Like he went against it, literally everybody. He was calling out everybody, and girls would be like, no, 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 I don't wanna.
Uh,
And I was like, all right, let's have some fun. So went out there, and we like it was like maybe 30 seconds before I got taken down.
So I'll have to ask, how did Val do?
Oh my god, that was a good one. That was a really good one. Yeah, I don't she didn't score, but like you can tell like David turns up the heat. Like
Uh,
he was wrestling with Molly Sec, and he was like, all right, all right, all right, I gotta lock in here. And he's like, oh, I'm wrestling with this girl, like I don't know who she is, we'll just have a little fun. So he like we were just hand fighting for a minute, and then he was like, all right, ankle fake. But then he's with Val, and he was turning it up. Like there's at one point I think he tried to do a knee pick on her, and she like kept circling out of it, and like he's just sitting, he's like, because I mean,
dang.
Val's not a small girl, but she's definitely not like a really big girl like David.
Yeah.
So it was fun to watch. Like their dreams. I don't even know what happened, but he like pulled her on top of her like after he'd scored, or they were in a crab ride position or something, and he like kind of
Uh,
laid back. And Dreams was like, "Oh shoot!" and like flipped over and scored on him. And she like everyone started screaming. She stood on top of him. Like it was really funny. And Kendall works for I Wrestle. She came in and she was taking photos of everything, and got a really good picture of Dreams just on top of David. So it was really cool.
Very nice. Very nice. So, what are we studying at Iowa Central?
Early childhood education and psychology.
Ooh. So, what's the goal for that? What are we going to be?
I want to be a teacher.
Very good. So that probably means that there's some coaching in your future.
They're well, we don't know what school yet, but definitely getting my coaching license as well.
That's awesome. That'll be great. I definitely encourage you to do that. As far as coming to Iowa Central, uh, what's your experience been with, let's say, Zach and April?
I have nothing but positives to say about Zach and April. I mean, coming in here, like I told him, I was like, hey, like I gotta get in my mental game, like I gotta get these classes done. I just want to hit the mat. Like I haven't wrestled for 3 months during our season. It's like, dude, I just want to wrestle. And they were like, all right, well, let's take things one step at a time. Let's get these classes going. Let's get you moved in. Let's get you meeting the girls and get you in the room and get in the room, and it's just awesome to be there. I feel like I'm a part of something, if that makes sense. Like Lewis
Yes.
Central, like I'd been with that program for 2 years, like, and I had transferred out of AL, and it's kind of like a similar situation. Like AL wasn't really going going right for me, and I
Uh-huh.
go over to Lewis Central, and it's just like I'm just right in place where I need to be, and it's like, oh, Iowa Western was not going good for me. Get to Iowa Central, and it's like, all right, like this fresh start and going positive, positive, positive till you know, Natties of next
Sometimes,
year,
yeah,
Natties of
sometimes, yeah, sometimes you just got to find home, right? You gotta find out where it feels like home. And that's, I'm glad you liked it. Differences in the campuses. I have not been on Iowa Western's campus for a while. I know that they have got a lot of improvements. And then Iowa Central, I've been there basically just to the restroom room, and that's about it. What's the campus situation like at Iowa Central?
So with Iowa Western, like being in town at Iowa Western, like I knew the campus in the back of my hand before I even started going to school there as a college student. So like the performance center, like we would walk in and all football stuff is downstairs. You walk up the stairs, go left, that's our locker room. Wrestling room's right in front of us at the stairs. Go right, men's locker room. Like really, really nice. There's a bunch of equipment in the room too. We've got like rings, punching bag. We've got um, like bikes all along the wall. And we get to like Iowa Central, and everyone calls it Dirty Dodge. Like it was definitely like not like scary, but I was like, oh boy, like what's going on here? Like, but then I'm
It,
like looking at the room, and it's like, okay, we got bikes over there. We got a little weight room in here. You know, it's pretty hot in here, so I mean, at least we've got some heat in here. Get some weight off. I wouldn't say it's like too terribly different, but I like I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say Iowa Central's campus is better than Iowa Western's, but I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean the wrestling rooms, the Iowa Western brand new wrestling room. Everything's state of the art. Iowa Central's that room's been there for a number of years, and they built a lot of champions in that room. So, just kind of a different feel. You haven't had a chance to be on the mat yet this year.
yeah. So when I was at Iowa Western, like I was gonna wrestle, and turns of events happen, and so we were like, all right, I think if we just take a red shirt year, whatever, and like thank God I did, because if I would have stepped on the mat at Iowa Western, I would have like forfeited a year of eligibility. So
Yep.
I would have either had to stay at Iowa Western, compete under Iowa Western, or transfer, and I just lost a year of eligibility over what 3 matches I would have had at an open. So I'm glad I didn't. So now I still have 2 years eligibility. So even if I wanted to be eligible here right now, I couldn't because I am a transfer. So
Nice. Well, I'm going to go through, I'm going to use some of the questions I asked, like say somebody that's competed this season, but I'm going to put these in different, maybe a little different terms. Like one of the questions I've been asking, throughout the season, we face a lot of obstacles. What's been your toughest obstacle this year, and how have you overcome that?
I'm gonna tweak your question a little bit.
Okay,
Like I'm gonna say like my
tweak away.
toughest obstacle with coming to Iowa Central would be like, so I'm from Council Bluffs. Iowa
Yep.
Western's in Council Bluffs. I've lived in Council Bluffs my entire life. This is the first time I've ever been like even remotely far from my parents. Like I think like Florida might have been like the longest time without my dad, which like
Hmm.
even then like I still go to like friends' houses or go to like tournaments and stay in a hotel or something. Like I am now 3 hours away from my dad. Dad, my car's broken. Well, you're 3 hours away. I can't help you. I'm like it was definitely like really like it was really hard to leave like my mom just had a brand new baby. So we've got like all my siblings, we've and the twins are Adel and Elena, they're just going into junior year next year, so it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm missing everything. Like the day that I was gonna drive up, or like I drove the night before, my dad came that Sunday, and I was coming and like that on Sunday or Saturday night was my sister's dance, like their snowball, and I was like, dang, like I'm missing their snowball right now because I'm driving to Fort Dodge, like,
Yeah.
and it was that's probably like the toughest thing is like, all right, and they just had Valentine's Day today. Like my mom would usually give us like little cute little like baskets or something from Fort Dodge, 3 hours away. Can't, I feel like
Yeah, that's, part of the college experience though. It is tough to get away from home for that first time, but you seem like you're doing really well, and that is really good. I mean, so you've been there, how many weeks have we been there? About a month now?
yep.
And how's the, making a lot of friends, enjoying everything on the team?
Yeah, there was what's really funny to me is there's this girl, Allie Grow. She was not from Papillion South, but the other Papillion High
Yep,
School.
I've met her and
Um,
talked to her.
like when I think of like Papillion girls, I think of like Emma Stice. Yeah, I think of like Emma Stice and stuff, but it was the other school. But
Uh,
that's a 20-minute drive from my house, and we've never encountered each other. We've never seen each other. I didn't know who she was. She didn't know who I was, and then I get here and we meet and we just click. Like Allie's great. Like I love Allie. We hang out when we can. Like obviously we have 2 days right now and classes and oh my gosh, lots of stuff. But um, like we hang out when we can, and she's can be like I love Allie. Allie's a really good friend of mine, and it's just like man, like we live 20 minutes apart, and this school brought
yeah,
us together. Like
yeah,
that's interesting
you
to
had to
see.
drive. Yeah, you had to drive 3 hours away to meet somebody that's 20 minutes away from your house.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's cool. That's great that you're adapting there. Let's look at some of these other questions. How I can adapt this to your situation this year. Um, when something's tough is happening, what have you been able to draw on from wrestling to help you get through those things?
Um, I'd say probably like whenever I'd have like a problem either here or at iWestern, like I think I talked about this a lot in my last interview too. That like my dad is like my best friend.
Hmm.
Like my dad is like I wonder we should get a little picture of him so the podcast can see what he looks like. But
Well,
hold
we
on, I'm gonna grab this off my wall. Also gonna grab the family photo. So this here, I don't know if you can see, cause I can't see like if I'm in frame or not, but this here is my family, my lovely, beautiful family. I don't know if you
can
can
kind of
see
see.
it.
Oh, there we go. Now I can see it. There, perfect. That's awesome. Yep.
Yeah, that's my little brother Jacob. He was just born in September. We've got Aria Grace. She just turned 3. We've got Rachel, my dad, and then the twins, Adeline and Elena. Like whenever I'd have a problem or anything, this is the guy I always call. Like whether it's like wrestling, boy problems, dad, I don't get statistics. Like what is this? Like he always knows the answer to any question I ask him.
Yeah, he's good. I've had that. I had a conversation with him last year. Well, not too far off of this time when we were getting ready to go down to Florida. We had a nice conversation and stuff. Um, I'm going to move on to some of these team questions. Right now on your team, who's your practice partner or who's pushing you in the room to become a better wrestler?
My practice partner, it kind of switches a lot. Like I go with like Gigi, Allie. I'm I want to wrestle with Destiny, but Destiny's getting ready, so it kind of like I'm so out of shape, and they know that I'm very out of
Yep.
shape. I've not wrestled in 3 months, so I don't want to bring anybody down. Well, whatever. But I mean, like my best motivator in the room, like that keeps me pushing. Like I'm behind in sprints. This is who's gonna push me to go faster. This is gonna push me to finish, get those reps in. Have a hard, good drill, like whatever it is. And I mean, honestly, it's like Molly Sec and Allie Grow. Like Molly Sec is, it's Molly. We all know
Yep.
Molly. Molly's awesome. Molly's
Yeah.
amazing. Like Molly's my biggest reason I'm even here, to be honest. So I mean,
Yeah. I
probably
I've
Molly.
Molly's great. I love her. We had a similar conversation to this when she transferred in from Iowa Western. We had a nice little talk about it and how things were going. Have you been in the room long enough to get an idea of the culture of the room and what's the culture of the program?
I mean, I think honestly, coming in in watching a practice, you can get a feel for the team like that. Like, I mean, there's some teams like out there which anybody's like vibe in a room is their own. Like, I'm not gonna judge whatever. Like, if they mean get to business and we're game faces on the whole practice, if that's what makes you successful, you be successful. But like I definitely like I that's what I also love about this room is like we all can have a laugh and have a giggle and then like get scrapping. Like our warm up, we're sitting there like singing to the music together. We're all like pushing each other. We're having a laugh. Let's say like a Matt Monster got somebody. We all point and laugh at him because it's funny. And then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, Zach's showing something. Like when David Carr was showing moves on Zach, like we'd laugh at Zach because Zach was getting beat up. Like it was funny. So like and then it's like, all right, on to 1-2. Like it's like, all right, game phase, get drilling. Let's go, let's go,
Hmm.
let's go. Or like I messed up a takedown the other day. I was wrestling with Gigi and I messed up a takedown, and like we just laughed. Like we're able to laugh at our mistakes, but also like keep the energy high, keep the pace going. Like we don't want someone to be like hate or dread coming into the room. We want everyone to feel welcome coming to the room. We want everyone to like be excited for practice rather than like, oh my god, I have
Yeah.
practice. Like
No, I've,
that's just something like that's definitely also like a big night and day. It's like I I'm so excited for practice. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, I loved, I was over earlier this year and just had a great time, uh, just being in the practice room. Other thing I noticed when I was in there, Zach's got some speeches, man. He's good at speaking. What's some of the thing? Have you noticed that? Has he been given those good ones? Because we're getting kind of into the postseason.
I haven't here like experienced a big speech yet, but Friday before they left for the conference tournament, he's like, we're gonna get it done. We're gonna show everybody like what we've worked so hard for. We all came in here wanting one thing. Like, he's like, I want to see everybody on that podium. We've worked too hard to be at the bottom. Let's get our asses to the top. Like something like that.
Yeah,
Like motivational speech to get everybody fired up and stuff.
yeah, he's good. How about here we go. If wrestling wasn't in your life, what do you think you'd pour your energy into?
I don't know.
It's
I've
a
been
tough
reading.
question. Can you imagine that wrestling not being in your life?
No, not at all. Like my whole room is decorated like with wrestling stuff right now. Walls would be
Yep.
bare. Like my closet would be empty. All of my clothes are like wrestling shirts or something. Like I have a drawer specific to practice gear. I mean, I have a tattoo on my back. Like that's USA Wrestling. So that's really
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know. I
it's hard to
like I'd
imagine.
probably say reading. Just read.
Oh, you're one of those. My daughters all read. I can't read. I mean I can read, but I'm not good at it. That's why I talk. I don't like to if I had to read all this stuff, I'd be screwed. But no, that's but do you have any other hobbies that you really like to do other than reading? I'm trying to remember back. Did you play any other sports in high school?
Yeah, I did like cross country and volleyball, basketball. I've done like all the sports, but I just I was either really bad at them, was too aggressive, or was like over it. I don't really know. Like I played basketball, fouled out of games, wasn't good at it. I was like the last one on JV when like everyone's required to play. Like I was like dead last. Like I got like
No.
maybe 5 minutes playing time and somehow got like three fouls and within that 5 minutes. Like
I
oh
understand completely on that one. They never let me play basketball at all. I bad, really bad.
cross
They
country I wasn't good at either. I just don't think I
yeah.
was good at it besides, like volleyball, I think I had potential, but my coaches and my parents would disagree. I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah, good height. You would have been a good volleyball player eventually. It's like me. Not going to be an insider. I'm not going to be an outside hitter at 5'6". It's just not going to happen. Um, Here's a tough question that I've been asking, and I'm going to see if you can come up with a good thing. So I have to make, of course, the thumbnails for the YouTube, YouTube stuff. What tagline would you put yourself like for this part of your wrestling journey? This has been a different year for you. If you could tagline this year, what would that be on that YouTube thumbnail?
Oh God.
It's a tough
Like I don't want
question.
to do one of those like corny ones. It's like chase your dreams, but like something along those lines. Because I mean, I was this close from just like quitting. Like I was like, I can't wrestle anymore. It's not for me. There's no other options out there, and it's like I don't know. Like there's things like listen to your gut. Kassidy Fiala talks about how she listened to her gut. And it's like, all right, we're listening to her gut was realizing that there's other options out there. Like, there's other programs out there. There's other supporters out there. And, that's kind of just the conclusion I came to with Iowa Central. I mean, and like, even then, like, I had this 4 year coach. He's from Ohio. His name's Jay. He's a Kylie Shoop's coach at Upper
Oh,
Iowa.
yeah.
And yeah, I went on a visit there to Hiram when he was coaching out at Hiram, and I hated Hiram. I didn't like it, but I loved Jay. I loved Jay, still love Jay, and like even I had conversations with him about like my experiences, and he was like, "Well, you know, Upper Iowa, like." And I was like, man, I want to go JUCO. Like, I want to stay JUCO because 2 years JUCO, 4 years NCAA. Like, get the 6 years, get a lot of wrestling out of it. And I was just like, yeah, okay. We'll see, Jay. But I mean, either way, like that's another supporter who's seen me like a couple times, but he believed in me. He believed that I still had wrestling left in me, and like that's just like it's just amazing to see. Like you have like that's another thing about women's wrestling. Sorry, super off topic, but like
No, you're fine.
I'll see a women's wrestler from my rival school, like Laney Shrek. High school, we did not like Cedar Falls. We did not. That was our. We
Yep.
didn't like Ankeny. We didn't like Cedar Falls. Those were the teams to beat. Raccoon River. Those were the teams to beat as Louis Central last year. But even then, like I wrestled Edie Collins. I wrestled Laney Shrek. Wrestled. I didn't wrestle anybody from Ankeny, but I don't think they had a 35 or I don't I don't know what that happened there, but like even then, like we follow each other on social media. We're sitting there laughing up on the podium. Like Mariah Benedict's from Fort Dodge. Like
Yep.
me and her were friends after we wrestled twice. Like and now I see her all the time because she's in Fort Dodge. So it's like oh that's awesome. Or like I think I mentioned this in the last one too. Cadence Bushlong, love that girl love that girl to pieces. I love Cadence
Yep.
Bushlong, and me and her went back and forth. I beat her once, she beat me once, and like you see like men's wrestling, they're just like like whatever. But then you see like that AJ Ferrari Ben Kuchar conversation where they uplifted each other. Like he just beat
Yeah.
Ben, and Ben's upset about it, whatever. But you don't see that very often with bringing other people up after
No,
losing.
but
You don't see that a lot in men's wrestling or like, but in women's wrestling, you see that all the time. Like
yeah,
just like
we that exactly. That's the biggest difference in both sides of the sport is how the girls, the women are able to do that and uplift each other and just be friends. And like you mentioned Cadence and she's doing just a killer job this year coaching, so it's fun to watch you guys. It's fun to support you guys. It's great.
yeah,
It is awesome. So one of my questions I've been asking, and I think we've already answered this, continuing after wrestling's over, coaching and officiating, planning on coaching somewhere. We just don't
yeah.
know where yet.
I have an idea, but like I can't like make an idea in my head without like covering my bases first. So it's
Yep,
like
nope. You got to figure out where. I mean, you never know where. That's 4 years or so off before you might have change of plans. There might be some guy that comes along and moves you out of the state. Who knows? Um, I'm going to finish with I got some of my really good questions just about uh, wrestling itself and like what wrestling has taught you let's just say even over the last year, what has wrestling taught you?
gonna think on this one for a second. I think wrestling has taught me like gratitude and perseverance. Like you hear stories about a lot of wrestlers who have like hardships or roadblocks when it comes to their wrestling career, whether it be like a first year and she breaks her arm, whether it be Spencer Lee, no ACLs. Like it really varies between, whatever it is, and like getting over those obstacles as like even if you're a non-athlete, getting over like I wish that was something like that was more focused, is like those big mental battles with like women's wrestlers, like whatever it is, like our mental is so important. And like in high school, like I never really had like a problem with like my mental, but there was one day here, I was central, I went to a practice and like nothing was working. Like I was getting so upset because I was just hitting my like it wasn't perfect. Like I was getting so upset. Like I was like, dude, why can I not get this down? Like what is happening to me right now? And it's like I was like, man, like, and I came back and I called my dad. I was like, I just had like the worst practice of my life. Like I was like, I don't even know what happened. Like it was just the worst practice of my life. Like the only thing I dread is like conditioning, but like I was like during drilling, I was like, what is going on? But I had a conversation with my dad, and like I talked to Zach and April, and I came in the next day and we did like the same drill, and it was hitting so good. I was like it was just those conversations like it's like, okay, you got this. Like it was just a bad day, like whatever. Like everyone has bad days, but I honestly like the perseverance is like just getting over that obstacle. Like I got over many obstacles at Iowa Western, and one of them, one of my obstacles was like, all right, do I quit wrestling and just get my degree? Like, is this hardship really worth, like, is all of this really worth my mental, or do I just keep wrestling? Like, do I quit and hopefully things get better, or do I keep wrestling and and just hate it and just hate the sport that I fell in love with? It's like, all right, well, let's like Molly was like, hey, like Central's not bad, like I love it over here. Like if you want to come over here, it's like, okay, like let's get over this obstacle of, being scared to get away from home, like scared to leave my friends, whatever it is. And it's like, okay, we're going to Iowa Central. We're going in blind. We're gonna take that risk, and that's where my other word gratitude came in. It's like I'm so grateful that it all worked out. Like I had a total of 4 days to decide if
Oh,
like to
wow.
come up here and register for classes and get moved in that weekend. Like I'm so grateful that like my dad's best friend is Dave Craven, and he let us use his trailer to pack up all my stuff. I had my few friends at iWestern, Kennedy Farrar from Washington, Allison from Grand Island, Nebraska. We had Caitlin Barrell from Wyoming, Anna Ruka from Minnesota, um, like Chloe Michitoff from Millard North in Nebraska. Those five teammates like came in, helped me pack up all my stuff, loaded on the trailer. Mind you, it was like negative degrees outside. It was freezing. It was snowing. It was terrible. We all hated it, but like we were able to get it done. Like packed up my room in like 3 days, and my dad came up here, and like mind you, he's got like his own t-shirt business. He's got work. He's got two kids at home. He's got Rachel at home. He's got the twins, the teenagers who like you got two teenagers in high school, and then you got two babies. Like
Jeez.
that's a lot. That's a
That is a
lot.
lot. That is a
So,
whole
and
lot.
and that's why I'm so grateful for him. It's like he would do absolutely anything for any of the five of us, whether that meant he would die for us kind of situation. Like, and the fact that he like took that into like Cassidy hates it here. Like obviously it'd be hard like leaving my daughter 3 hours away, but he knew I could do it. He knew it was a good idea, and like he just dropped everything to help me come up here, and that was awesome.
I'm glad everything has been working out for you because I hate to see someone uh, as dedicated to the sport as you have been fall out of love. But I'm glad you've kind of found your way back into the sport, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
So now that you're thinking about that, what advice would you give to younger girls not sure if they should stay out for wrestling, or maybe even younger girls that are thinking about wrestling? What could that do for them?
I mean, are we still connected?
Here,
It says
I've
low
got you yet.
network up here.
I got you though.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, that's also something else like I brought up too is my first year wrestling. I was a little big, like I was wrestling these middle school boys, like, and I didn't win a single match my first year besides one at the AAU state tournament, and that was a big win for me. Like I was like, man, I suck at wrestling. I was like, I suck. This sucks. I want to go home. Like, mom, I don't want to go to state. I'm not gonna win anyways. Went out there and won, and like I see that with like I talk to like my youth girls like that too. Like I had this girl, like I worked at a daycare in Council Bluffs, and I had three girls at my site that went to Powerhouse Wrestling Club, and they would talk to me about their mat. They'd come in and be like, "Hey, Miss Cassidy, like I got first this weekend," and then the other one would come in and be like, "Miss Cassidy, don't be mad. I got third this weekend," and I was like, "I'm not mad. I'll never be
Yeah.
mad. Did you go out there and try your best? Did you go out there with a smile on your face? Did you go out there and work hard? That's what I care about. If you would have went out there and just laid flat on your back and let them pin you in 2 seconds, that's when I'd be upset because you didn't try. But you're trying, and and like it's just our Emma Driver. Emma Driver is my little eighth grader at Lewis Central. She's been doing it for since she was little,
Yeah.
and she got an injury. She played like football and stuff, and she had a few conversations. She went to my clinic, and her and Tilly, they came and she was like, Cassidy, she was like, don't be mad, but like, I don't know if I want to do wrestling anymore. And I was like, okay, why'd you fall in love with this sport? Like, what made you want to go out for this sport? She's like, well, I was beating up boys, and I was like, okay, well, now you're beating up girls. Like, I saw your performance at state. I was there in your corner every match. You got eighth place. Yeah, eighth place is not what you wanted, but like you're still going out there and working your hardest. Like you're the one of the best top girls on your middle school team. You're gonna come up to high school and be a stud. Like, can I ask you like why you want to quit? And she's like, I'm just burnt out. And it's like, okay, like do you mean like physically, mentally, like what's going on here? And she's just like, I don't know, like I'm just like doing it for so long and then I get beat and it just like I don't want to do it anymore. And it's like, well, maybe that's where you can take the summer off and, like really think about what you want to do. She came back and wrestled the next season and she's been
There you
enjoying
go.
it.
Yeah.
It's like, even then, like, take that break. Like, this sport is a very hard sport. Like, people do not understand that it's not just rolling around and, like, getting sweaty, running and taking people down. Like, that's 6 hard matches or 6 hard minutes of a match. Like, the hours spent in the wrestling room, like, like when someone's like, "How did you lose 6 pounds in a practice? You lost 6 pounds today? I only lose a pound a week." And it's like, dude, like we go absolutely crazy in there. Like it's possible. Like I see like a heavyweight losing like 20 pounds of practice.
Oh God, yeah.
Like
It's crazy how hard we work. Um, one more question, and then I'll let you get back to all your hot dates on this Valentine's night. If so, wrestle like a girl used to be a very derogatory term. What do you think it means to wrestle like a girl now?
at first I like didn't really like the term wrestle like a girl.
Hmm.
Like I see where like their standpoint came with it, but like wrestle like a girl to me was kind of like that gender socialization. Like I think like that divided it men's wrestling, and like we were combined at one point and we were beating up boys, we were practicing with the boys, we were on the guys lineup, and like I don't I like if I were to change it I'd be like wrestle hard because I mean with how fast girls wrestling is growing, like I don't know how to word this properly. I just feel like it just turned it into like something very individualized, I guess. Like I just don't know how to word this properly. Like
It's all right.
it kind of sounded like not derogatory, but like yeah, go wrestle like that girl, or da, 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 da. Like I just look at like women's wrestling as like we're stronger than that. Like wrestle hard, wrestle for yourself, wrestle for this and this and this. And I think that like wrestling like a girl is, like being mentally tough and working hard. Like I just saw this girl. I don't even. I think it was like North Carolina, and she just won like a conference at 138. Like that's wrestling like a girl. Like she beat those boys up. She was wrestling good. She was wrestling hard. So it's like I don't know. Like I feel like my opinion's very different. Here,
No,
like
that's all right. I value your opinion being different. That's important.
yeah, like I've had a few conversations with people about like wrestling, like about that subject actually, and it's like I just don't want it to be like
Do you think it's
like
time not to worry about whether we're boys and girls? We're just wrestlers now.
yeah, but I also feel like it's important to talk about like the upbringing of women's wrestling. Like I saw Ella Schmidt. Made this video about like how she like her relationship with cutting weight is so
Hmm.
much differently because of what she had to grow up around, and that broke my heart. Ella Schmidt is
Yeah.
awesome. And the fact she had to go through that is crazy. And it's like, dude, like my senior season, I went from 180 to 135. Like that was a big jump. And it's like, I remember like there was one night I was in Casey's parking lot, called my dad, and I was like, Dad, like Leaders isn't gonna take me tomorrow. I'm not gonna make weight. And he's like, how much are you over? And I was like, 2 pounds. And he's like, how many workouts did you get in today? I said 3. He's like, just come home and go to bed. I
Yep.
was like, okay. I woke up. I was still a pound over. I was like, God damn. And we usually do a. This was at Ridgeview. This was at Ridgeview.
And you always do your workout ahead of time.
Yeah, we did our pre-meet warm up, and they had me keep running until weigh-ins. Turns out we had a pound,
Oh, yeah, I think I
so I
remember that
did
one.
like,
So you
in, yeah, I had a pound. But I just remember being so scared. Leaders was going to be so mad at me, and like even if I did miss weight, like they never gave me like a hardship because of it. They were just like hey, it's all right. Like wrestle up today, or hey, just you're just not gonna be able to wrestle today. And it's like it's not like they're like screaming in my face, whatever. It's like I wish I could sit here and say like I wish we didn't have to cut weight, but
yep,
like if I had to wrestle like I weigh like 150 right now. Like if I had to wrestle 160,
you'd be fine. You'd be just fine.
I wouldn't enjoy it. Like I liked when I was like I think a good weight for myself or what my dad says is like 140. It's like all right, well 135 is doable. My weight cert said I can go 31 too. Like we'll see. But like I feel like my relationship with food is a lot different because I went from like really big to super small, and
Yeah.
like I could sit here and show like the cafeteria is not safe when Cassidy walks in there because dude I can sit here. It's an all you can eat cafeteria that's open 3 times a day. Like that was, and you got those big old football players too. They be eating 6 plates at a time. That's where their
And
money's going is the food. It's just I don't know. Wrestle like a girl, cut weight like a girl. Like this sport is so new that it's so hard to get like a fixed mindset on it because it's just huge. Like it's just huge.
yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, I always enjoy talking to you. It's so much fun. I'm glad that you have found a great place to be. I'm glad that you're enjoying everything again. Um, it's good to hear. It is good to hear. Hopefully we'll see you. Hopefully I'll see you here in not maybe too long. Maybe you'll be down to AU State, or maybe you'll coach at Twin Rivers this year. We'll definitely maybe talk about that. And no, it was good to see you.
Troy
Glad to catch
Hager,
up
if you
again.
see this, no, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I'm probably gonna pull up to. I mean, Des Moines just an hour away now, so
It
and Emma
is. It
Driver is gonna
is.
be wrestling at AAU State, so I
There
gotta
you
come watch.
go. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go tonight, so like I said, so you can get on those all those Valentine's Day dates that you probably got lined up after this, and you have a great night.
Alrighty, you too.
All right.